Hey G fans, GoGFan93 here, and welcome to another figure review. In this review, we will be taking a look at the SH MonsterArts Battra and Mothra Larva set. Alright guys, so yes, this is the figure that we're going to be reviewing today. This is the box that you guys are looking at. This is the front of it. This is the side. It says Mothra and Battra. This is the bottom of it. Bunch of legal jargon. There's the side, really cool looking logo there. And then we got the back, which is just demonstrating what the figures can do. Also there is the top. So pretty cool stuff there. Also I decided that I kind of want to keep the structured way that I do the reviews like in my older figure reviews. So we're going to go down the categories with each of the figures. So let's, here are the two figures. They are very stunning. These are probably one of the best looking figures I've ever seen, especially Battra. Battra really steals the show with this figure set. I mean, just look at him. He's just so ferocious looking. It's so good. So we'll just start with the sculpt and detail of these figures. So the sculpt and detail, let's talk about Mothra first. I'll bring her up a little bit closer to the camera. She is a very simple design, not too bad. Just a lot of circular shapes with her. Pretty good, pretty simple. Just, you know, looking like a turd. That's pretty much what she is. Yeah, very simple design. But in the face, you get a little bit more complex. You get a little bit more detail in it. Really awesome, especially with the eyes. I definitely like the eyes in there. I really do like this figure. This Mothra is probably one of the best Mothras I've ever seen. But very good detail and sculpt with her. It looks super accurate to what the suit was, or to what the puppet was, I guess. And here we have Battra, the big guy himself. Yes, this guy has just so much going on with him. It's crazy. So here's his full body form, including his little tail thing at the end. Really awesome looking figure here. The sculpt is just fantastic, phenomenal. All the detail that's even running down his belly, or well, I guess you wouldn't really say his belly, but just his underside is really great. His face is probably the best thing about it. Just look at how ferocious that is. Oh, this looks so great. And then on the back, all of his little spikes and little appendages that are sticking out. It's really great. All of his sharp claws or nails or whatever you want to call them. Then his mouth actually does open, so you get to see what's inside the mouth. Just a black hole. But then his nice horn here, really nicely sculpted right there. It's really awesome. So definitely with these two, the sculpt and detail is phenomenal. Alright, and then we'll move on to the paint detail. So paint with these guys, once again, we'll look at Mothra. Once again, Mothra's very simple. Just brown with some a little bit of darker brown, black. The only really hint of different color is in her eyes. Don't know if you guys can tell. But pretty cool. Pretty good. You know, it's a very simple color scheme, so not really that complex, but it looks pretty good. Battra, once again, has the more different take, well, not really different take, but just more complex when it comes to color. Has a black skin tone with yellow and red going down his body, especially his back with this pattern. Also in his face, his eyes are red. And actually, if you look really close, I forgot to mention this. If you look really closely, you can see the beads in his eyes, which I think is really cool. So yeah, they're really good color scheme with this guy. Everything blends really nice, and it's just, it just looks great with this guy. So definitely a good paint job with both of these. Alright, on to the size and scale with these guys. I would say, once again, these guys fit well with your 6-inch figure. So once again, I'll bring down my Bandai, my Godzilla, the 884 Memorial Box figure. So yeah, he fits pretty well, I'd say. Battra's probably about a good size. As you can see, he's a very good size. Let me see if I can bring this up a little bit closer to you guys. But yeah, pretty good size right there. That's actually really good. Mothra too. Also with SH MonsterArts, once again, they are really good with size accuracy with the movies. So this is a really good accurate size. So it definitely fits well with your 6-inch figures. It also fits well with any other SH MonsterArts figures. I just don't have any others. Then with I guess I don't know why I would compare him with an X Plus figure, but here's this is actually a 25 centimeter Mechagodzilla 75 right here. That's just a size comparison so you guys can get a good idea of how big a 25 centimeter figure is to these guys. So there is that. But yeah, definitely fits well with your 6-inch figures. So. And last we have the articulation. Now obviously SH MonsterArts is big for articulation, so once again we'll look at Mothra. You can see how she's just fully posable, really good for stop motion people if you really want to get into that. It's probably the best. This is the best line if you want to do stop motion videos. But yeah, she's really good. She has full articulation, many points of articulation in her body, and also her mouth does open up. You can open up her mouth like so, and you can close it. And that's pretty much all with Mothra. With Battra, once again, he's not super. He's a little bit more. I don't want to say he's not as flexible in his body, but you can. These are a bunch of points, as you can see right here, where you can move the body around. But then he kind of twists as well, as you can see. I'm kind of holding that point there. His head kind of moves as well. And also you have back here this little lap, just like it's kind of distracting, but it helps when he's kind of leaning backwards, as you can see. So, and these actually move too. His little claws up here. I don't know if yeah, these ones also move. Wow, there's actually a lot of points of articulation on this guy. And of course his mouth opens as well. So pretty cool. But yeah, that would be the articulation for these figures. Many points of articulation. Great for stop motion. And here we come to the final thoughts on these figures. Now, even though I am I'm a bit sad that I'm going to be selling these guys, this is still a really good set to get if you are into SH MonsterArts. If you want to collect SH MonsterArts, this is definitely a set that you want to get. Especially get it now because prices are rising. But this is honestly, like, if you don't want to pay top dollar for like a model kit of Battra Larva, this is probably your best deal yet to get a super high detailed figure of Battra Larva. There are obviously better quality figures of Battra Larva, but that means you're gonna have to put in a couple $100s to get that for a model kit. Also, the Mothra Larva is really good looking too. Can't really complain. There's not really a lot of things that's wrong with these guys. They are really good looking. So I highly recommend picking them up if you're into collecting SH MonsterArts, or if you want a definitive Battra Larva figure and you can't really afford let's say like X plus prices. This would be the best go for you. So but yeah, that's pretty much my review of these two guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay Big G fans. Oh yeah, and I forgot, Mothra has a little stand where you can put her like this. You can open her mouth and she has this little accessory. You just pop it in and then boom, she's shooting her web. Look at that. It looks very disgusting actually if you think about it, but yes, didn't want to forget about that.